Hello, Craig Smith from the Home Education Foundation in Palmerston North, New Zealand. We're talking about home education, how we as parents can educate our children at home rather than send them out to some institution somewhere to be raised by strangers or the peer group. No, we can educate our children at home and do a superlative job. A question that sometimes comes up is, well, hey, how can I teach my children about money, or how should I teach my children about money? Well, there's many approaches to that, of course. Some people would say you just give them a weekly allowance and let them experiment with it. Not sure that that's such a red-hot idea. Just giving them money for no reason particular, except that, oh, they're there, your child is there, therefore I'll give you money. Or it's a family tradition or some such thing as that. It's as if they have a right to your money. Money is a great resource. It does not grow on trees. I'm sure you all know that. And so your children, one of the first things they want to learn about money, it is a rather scarce resource, and that money can be obtained by various methods, fair and foul. So you want to teach them the fair ways to earn money, or even to create wealth. And so they can earn money by doing work around the house. That's great. They should all have chores anyway that they do without being paid. And then when they do extra chores, they can earn some extra money that way. Now, of course, we've always had our children, they've had a notebook from the very moment they start earning money. We write down how much they earned. 10% off the top goes to the Lord. That's the tithe to the Lord. We keep track of that money. Another 10% we keep track of that goes into a long-term savings account for the child. That's for when you want to buy a house or something really important. So 10% off the top goes into a tithing account. That's the Lord's money. And then 10% for themselves, the long-term saving account. They don't touch that. That's not for dipping into when you want to skateboard down the track. No, no, no. Very good way to save money, that you manage it well, and then you learn that the stuff left over, well, that's your discretionary money. You learn to live within your means. So at the end of the week, if you only have $15 and you have that $15 has to last you right through the next month, well, you have to learn to live within your means. You're gonna make that 15 bucks last the whole of next month. You know, you don't have to be going down to the shop and buying stuff all the time. You just don't have to do it. Just don't do it. And you'll find at the end of the month you've still got that 15 bucks. Hey, that's pretty good. Again, a bit of help and guidance with your children. Of course, telling them about that. You know, if you see them planning, or they asking you about, or telling you about plans they go out and squander their money, you don't have to let them do it. Just say, no, I'm not going to let you do that. That's a ridiculous idea, and explain why. And so explain them that kind of thing with money. It's a great idea. There's other things to do. I mean, it's a lot of fun to just play shops at home. You know, set up a shop on the kitchen table and have one person as the shopkeeper and another as the customer, and do that with real money. Get real money out of your pocket and have them handle the real stuff. Learn how to add up products and then make change. That's a good idea. And teach them the difference between how much it cost you to buy that product, to put it on the shop shelf, and when the customer buys it, there's a difference between what the customer paid for it and what you paid for it to the wholesaler. Hey, that's your profit margin. So that's your profit, and you deal with that in a certain way. Some of it you have to stick to one side for a bit of tax. Some you have to stick to one side as tithing for the Lord. Some perhaps as a bit of savings for yourself long term. And the rest is your discretionary income that you can use now for discretionary spending. But you also have to be careful about it. Don't just squander that money.